Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So, I've been doing these videos lately and I got a comment from one of our better participants. I think it was Jesse P. And he said again, and I've heard this before, we can't wrap our heads around infinity. You've heard it. I've heard it. I love my mom. I do. And she pointed this out to me years ago without ever knowing she did it. Yeah, she always told me that I was smart enough to figure out anything that I wanted. And then she started going to this certain place and doing these certain things. And a little later, she told me, well, you're smart enough to figure out anything you want except this one thing. Don't even bother because you can't figure it out. Well, that's different than what she told me before. And I know she didn't mean to contradict herself. That's just, I guess, the way we've all been programmed, even me, and I don't know about everybody, but even myself. Like, I'm still unprogramming the little bit of programming they were able to inflict upon me. But it's okay, because thanks to that, and thanks to Jesse's comment, and thanks to my memory of, oh goodness, grade school guys, I'm going to show you empirical evidence that you've all been deceived, that I've been deceived, that every time we've ever heard that we can't wrap our heads around infinity, that we can't understand it, that we've been deceived. They already taught us infinity, and most of us, some of us anyway, have already wrapped our heads around it, but we forgot, didn't we? What do I mean by that? All right, guys, let's go back to grade school. Let's go back to grade school, and normally I do these things out, but I'm gonna do them with you because it got pointed out to me today that at work that maybe, when I was these guys that bounced the flat round earth ideas off me, I bounced a few of these ideas off them. And one of them explained to me that somebody may have just done this thing and never known why they did it or understood and just done it because they were told to. And I said, wow, that's a good point. Okay, somebody might have. I didn't, but somebody might have. So let's go with that, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this out with all of you, and don't take this as any sort of an insult, guys. They're right. Somebody might not have understood this, but I'm going to help you understand it now. And when we're done, you will understand the concept of infinity, I promise. Just stick with me. So we're going to do this problem. We're going to take 13 and we're going to divide that by 3. All right, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take and get 13 into 3, or 3 into 13 is going to go 4 times, all right? And 3 times 4 is going to be 12. All right, that's what I've done. Now we're going to subtract 13 or 12 from the 13, guys, all right? So you got a 1. And I'm going to show you how I got my 1. And then, of course, you got to put a decimal point, and you got to carry over a 0. That's how you divide. That's long division. Am I right? And now we got to take this 3 and we got to divide it into 10. And that is 3, because 3 times 3 equals 9. And that leaves us a 1. And then you would have to put a 0 out here and divide that again. But we know that it's going to be 3 again, and the 1's going to carry down, and that's going to go on to infinity. We were taught that. First, second, third grade. Help me out, guys. When were we taught this? We should all remember this. And as soon as we got that repeating number, we knew that it would never end, because you would always need to make one more calculation. So you put a line over that 3. And the minute you put that line over that 3 and understood why you did it, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. You were smarter than they ever gave you credit for. You understood infinity. Now, understanding something and calculating it are two different things. It's highly improbable that you could calculate a number that always needed one more number for the, no less than one more number for the calculation, no matter how high you got. That's infinity. Get it? You understood it. They taught it to you, and then they told you you couldn't understand it. They lied. That's what happened. They lied to me. They lied to you. They didn't lie when they taught us this. All right, that's part of the messed up thing. They taught us this, and at that point, you understood infinity. They waited till later to tell everybody that nobody could wrap their heads around it, but they'd already taught you. Well, guys, and I'm talking about those who are doing these deceptive things. Congratulations, it worked. Kind of. But now anybody who sees this, whether you agree with me or not, just think about it and understand that you can, in fact, wrap your head around infinity. In fact, they taught you that in grade school. You just forgot and allowed them to tell you that you couldn't wrap your head around it. They said so, so why not believe it, right? Wrong. Wrong. You understood it, and now you remember, and if you didn't understand it, now you should have an idea. So I'm going to let this go at that, guys, and hope I'm going to try to get another video out tonight. We'll see how the upload goes. We'll see how my research goes. And I'm just going to leave it at that, guys, and you guys take that knowledge and use it. Next time someone tells you you can't wrap your head around infinity, say, oh, no, but I can. Learn it in the 3rd grade. I'm going to say 3rd grade. Close enough for me, guys. Hey, you guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down, all your comments that are leading me to be able to do these things. And subscriptions, of course. We always appreciate those. And thanks for everyone who participates in all this. Hopefully together we can find some real answers. And you guys have a great rest of your night.